to Simrai Fashion Academy YouTube channel for another interesting tutorial here on this channel. So today's tutorial, we'll be making this pattern yoke neckline, which you are seeing right there on the thumbnail. So this pattern yoke line you are seeing right here is not sewn to the bustier. Okay, is being placed on the bustier. Okay, so I'll be showing you how to go about this yoke bustier without sewing it into the bustier like we normally do. So I'm being decorated with our lace patches. So without wasting much time, we want to first of all start the drafting of the yoke. So here, this is my natural neckline, of which if you have been following Simrai Fashion Academy YouTube channel, you'll be able to note how your natural neckline is achieved. So what I have here is my basic bodies, and in these basic bodies I'm going to come out by 1 inch. So coming out by 1 inch determines the neck yoke line. So from that 1 inch, I'm going to measure 4 inches on a straight course, and I'll connect the 4 inches from that point to this point. From the tip of your shoulder, I'll come in by 0.75, that is 3/4 of an inch, and I'm going to connect the 3/4 this way to form that design. This is my mid-arm hole. I'm going to come down from my mid-arm hole by 1 inch. So I'll be able to pattern that yoke. This is my bust point. I'll come down from my bust point by 1 inch. So once that is done, I'm going to connect that curve. I'm going to give it that beautiful curve you are seeing right there on the thumbnail. So this is the curve. So I'm going to take the curve all the way to meet up what I have on this line. Okay, so if you can make better curve than what I have here, that will also be fine. So this is the yoke, and I'm going to trace it out. Like I said, the yoke is not going to be sewn on the bustier. So for that reason, we are going to trace out. So I'll be placing my pattern paper on top to trace. Okay, so let me get a paper that can trace it well. So I place my pattern paper and I make sure I see through. Okay, so here I'm making sure I'm seeing through my lines before I trace. So I'll be tracing the yoke now, and the tracing of the yoke goes this way. So as I'm tracing, I'm making sure I see through what I'm tracing. So this is the neckline. I'll get it to the center front. Okay, so unfortunately I did not cover all of this. Okay, but what I will do, I'll just add a pepper to it since I've already started tracing. So if you are tracing, please make sure you cover completely. So I'm also trying to get that line, then take it, as you can see, then I go in here to trace out my line and trace out. Okay, so I'll just place my paper here and complete that part I did not cover well. So I'll just place my paper right here, then apply my adhesive. Okay. So I'm going to extend that line to meet this line. All right, so that is all we need. Then we can cut. So I'm going to cut through here as well, and I'll cut here. So that is the yoke which you are seeing right here. Can you see that? So this part is going to be open. So when you are cutting this yoke, you are going to place this on fold, and this yoke will be cut on fold, adding necessary seam allowances, and the yoke will be doubled as well. Alright, so that is that. So since we have gotten our yoke, next is to jump into the bustier. So pretending nothing happened here, we are going to make the bustier alone. So to make the bustier, just come in and get the midline and mark. Connect to the bust point and mark. Okay. Then your bust radius rotated all around to guide you and for your bust padding as well. Okay, so it goes all around. So for this particular bust here, you can decide to make the shape, provided you've gotten your yoke run this way. Okay, the bustier must not follow the yoke. It can be straight since you are placing the yoke on top. But what we are going to do on the chest line, I'm going to come up by 1 inch for the bustier, and I'm going to use this, the mid armhole, as the neckline. So from there I will now connect my bustier.